Hey! So, I got my army bomb. So today's a story time of my experience at the BTS concert. So I'm going to do two separate videos talking about the Love Yourself concert and the Speak Yourself tour. So that's because there's a lot of information, so I'm going to be splitting them in half. So this is my army bomb. This is the version 2, and I have a little cookie like head thing on it, and it says Euphoria on it, which is very pretty. And it says Jungkook as well. So this is my army bomb, and I'm wearing right now is my BTS crop top that I wore to my very first BTS concert. So my very first BTS concert was at the Staples Center September 5th. And so this is my first time seeing them, and let me tell you, this is my first concert in my life. I didn't go to concerts as a kid. This is my very first concert. Yes, I'm in my late teens and I never went to a concert. But if you think about it, I saved the best for first. Like, I could have asked for a better first concert experience in my life. So, let's start off with ticket sales. I didn't know how bad ticket sales were for K-pop. Like, I knew BTS for a bit before this, but I didn't go to a concert, so I was new when it came to like ticket sales and stuff. But one of my friends who has been to the Wings tour told me get multiple devices and go to a place that has good Wi-Fi. So I was like, okay. So I went to Starbucks and my brother stayed at home. So we went through the whole stress, the fear, the anxiety, the devil himself, the little running man from Ticketmaster, and actually no, I did through AXS, but they still have that little stupid running man that makes you want to die. So I went through that whole experience, and thankfully I had a pretty good one for my first one. So at first I was like, this ain't so bad. So that's because, well, on my part, I didn't get in. My computer was still loading and stuff, but my brother got in 2 seconds. My brother texted me right when sales started. He's like, what do you want? And I was like, floor. And he's like, okay. And then he texted me, I got an email, he got me 2 floor tickets, and I was like, that makes no sense. So I owed my brother everything. I got him Starbucks. I did what I could. And so that was pretty smooth sailing. I was like, okay, cool. But then I didn't realize there's a lot more to add to floor seats. So, well, not seats, or pit, I should say. So then I was told, camp out. Okay. I was told to camp out. I've never done that before, so I was like, okay, sure, I'll camp out the night before. And then until I saw on Twitter, I was pretty active on Twitter, and then I saw on Twitter, a week before the concert, there was already 10 people, and I was like, this is a week before the concert, there's already 10 people. I was like, oh no. Once they see a line has started, you know the line's gonna keep adding on pretty fast. So I had an online group chat, and one of the girls said, I'll go after work 2 days before. I think that was on a Monday. She was gonna go in the daytime of Monday. So I was like, okay, cool, chill, like, I think we'll be okay. So she gets in line, and it's 2 days before the concert. And so she told me, hey, can someone take my spot? I work in the morning. So I was like, sure, I'll take your spot. So in the end, I camped out for 2 days. So I went to the Staples Center 2 days before, and I camped out, took her spot, and I waited like a few hours. I waited like 10 hours. So my other friends of the group came and joined in line, and on our hands we were like 150 in line, or like 140, I think, around that. So it wasn't terrible, but in my head I didn't know how big Staples Center really was, so I was like, in my head I was like, if I get second, it's okay, like I'll be decently close. And so I wasn't too terrified, and so it was, we just mostly in line, we talked, we met some people next to us that were in line, and so we had a conversation with them, and we went to Target down the street, and we got food, and when we bought a tent, and so when we set up the tent, we had a little like army bomb party, so we listened to BTS music, and we turned on army bombs, and we just started dancing, so that passed time pretty well. Then we reached the day of the concert. So in the morning, everyone is packing up their stuff, and then like 20 news vans pulls up next to us, and then they like come out like swarming us, trying to interview us. So I was interviewed a lot, and I was on like 3 channels, like 3 news channels, and then I didn't really know they were gonna put me on the news until I got texts from like 10 of my family members saying, "Oh, you're on the news," and I was like, oh god. Like I was hoping I was like a clip of me like in the background like waving. No, it was like my interviews of me dancing and making it was so bad, but like it's okay. I don't know if I can find the clips. If I can, I'll put them in.
BTS, of course. BTS! So who is BTS? If you don't know them yet, just ask these fans who have been lined up outside the Staples Center for days.
They're like this K-pop group, and they're just not any kind of K-pop group. They're just like global, and anyone could love them no matter what.
The 7-member South.
Wild. You guys want to say hi to BTS? Give a little shout out. All right.
But if not, they're somewhere. I don't want to see them again. And so that was an interesting experience. Then we put all our stuff away. Then it was time to get wristbands. So on the wristbands, I was so surprised it matched the numbers on our wrist, like our wrists. So I was like number like 140, I think, or 130, something like that. And so once we got our wristbands, it was already smooth sailing from there for a few hours. So we went in line, we did the BTS studio, and then we got merch. So I didn't get too much merch. I got photo cards, I got a t-shirt, and I got the Jungkook Picket and the Jungkook Premium Photo. So I got those ones. Then once we got our merch, we put it in our car, and we still had 3 hours, so we had to line up for GA. So we got food, and around that time, since Jungkook's birthday is the 1st, they had a whole bunch of like birthday signs for him, which was really cool. And so we just hung out like across the street, and then it was time to line up. So we got up and lined up in number order. Then the anxiety came back again, so we got our banners, and then we realized we're not done yet. Once we were let in, we have to fast walk because you can't run in the Staples Center to get your spot, so I was really scared. So we got in, everyone swarmed the very front of the extended stage, and I can understand why, but since I knew like I didn't really care where I was gonna stand, I just wanted barricades, so we saw the runway was wide open. No one was at runway, so we went to runway. So I was at the corner of the left side of the runway near the steps, and I was super grateful. Like once I had my hand on that barricade, all of the 2 days worth of stress wiped away. The only stress I had was anxiety of the concert because I was terrified that I was going to see them, and very excited as well. Like it was just so much adrenaline going on. So we had to wait another 2 hours standing there watching music videos and waiting for the whole room to fill up. Then it was time for the concert. That like intro stage to Idol was so intense. Like my heart was like on cloud 9. Like I don't know how I didn't have a heart attack and die. And so it started, and I was super excited. I was so out of breath. I didn't know what to feel because first I was seeing BTS live. They were right there. The love of my lives, my kings, are right there. And it was my first concert, so all the excitement and the loud music was kind of overwhelming too, but it was overwhelming in a good way. And the girls next to me at Barricade were so sweet. They were saying the funniest things the whole time. Like I had a genuinely great time. And so the concert was going on, got some eye contact here and there, and it was really fun. And I remember then, I forgot what song it was. I know Tay was my first like direct full-on like look at me, eye contact, so I'll put the clip here. So yes, it was very short, but like it was there, and I freaked out, as you can hear my scream. And he is so gorgeous. Like I don't know how a man like him exists, and like it's so surreal like to see them in person, because I'm so used to seeing them on the screen and seeing them like in front of me. I feel like they're fake, but they're there. So my concert was going on, like the set list was amazing, and the crowd was so loud. Magic Shop was beautiful with the purple sea, and then we go to Go-Go, 21st Century Girl, all that. So here comes 21st Century Girl. So it was so much fun. Jin was dancing around, doing his funny thing, and everyone was doing funny dances everywhere. Then as the song's about to end, Jungkook starts to walk down the runway, and he's finishing up 21st Century Girl. Then Go-Go starts, and I love Go-Go. You can't go wrong with Go-Go. So Go-Go starts. He's just like bobbing his head, walking down, slowly just like kind of looking at the crowd. And so he's like looking down at my side, and then he's like scanning like the front people. And then I took my chance. I was like, what if he looks at me? So I threw up this at him, and I was like, if he sees it, cool, but I love him, so I love you. And so I did that to him, and little did he know, his head went to me. He processed what I was doing, and then he does it back and starts dancing. I flipped out. Like, you have no idea. Like, I lost it. And then a girl next to, like a few girls behind me recorded the thing, and I saw it online of my experience with Jungkook, and I was like, that's me. Like, it was so unreal. Like, it happened so fast, and I was like, did he just look at me? Did he just what? It's so... to this day, I have it as my it's my screensaver since that concert. I haven't changed it for over a year now. And I look at it and I'm like, that really didn't happen. But it did. And here's the clip. Yeah. It was so surreal. Like, I'm not trying to brag in any way, because honestly, if I wasn't barricaded or not, like, I would have had the best time of my life. I was just so lucky to have friends, to take the time, get a good spot in line, and thankfully I was able to take my own time and really put in the effort of getting this experience, and I had the luck of a true, genuinely, like, perfect night. And when I got that interaction, my life felt like it was complete. So when that happened, I was so out of touch with the world. Like, it was so surreal, and I just love them so much. And so that happened, and then we had some water throws, so I had J-Hope throw his water at us. And all the solos, and it was just the most perfect concert I could have ever dreamed of going to. In the end, it was a perfect night. I look at my videos, I hate my videos, just to admit, because my screams are louder than their voices singing, so I wish there was a way to take out my voice, because I was screaming like crazy the whole night, and wow. I cried so much when it ended, like, I was in shock. And then I realized I had school the next morning, so I was like, oh no, but also I was just like, oh no, for my health in general, because that just happened. And I really miss that concert. I really miss the feeling of seeing them for the first time, because it's so surreal. It's so surreal every single time you see them, but seeing them for your first time is something you can't go back to. It's truly magical, I would say. So yeah, this is my experience and my little favorite interaction I had with my bias, and I will show you part 2 of my Rose Bowl and MetLife experience later, of soundcheck and some more fun interactions I got at MetLife. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. It's kind of lengthy, I don't know. It's a good amount of time, but I just want to explain everything and show you and tell you what one of my favorite experiences I had to deal with at the Love Yourself tour. And I hope we have more good experiences in the tours in the future. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!